I'm intrigued by the tin of beans and the calculator in the bowl. You were going to show us something. Can you do?
Right.
Quickly,
Yes.
give us a quick experiment.
I've very quickly
this is
done
what,
this.
why you might need a calculator.
I've very quickly done this with 9, 8, 10-year-olds before. So
10-year-olds. Okay.
This is volume of a cylinder.
It could be any kind of beans.
Any kind of shape.
So what are you trying to work
So
out?
what I'm trying to do. Sorry, excuse me, getting messy. I'm going to use
I bet
one
they
of the
love
beans.
this in the classroom, don't they?
Jessica, if you could help me just measure that. What's that? About 1.2 centimetres.
2.2 centimetres.
2.2 centimetres for a bean. So we've got the length of a bean. We're
Yeah.
trying to get the radius of a bean now. So the radius of a bean is from the middle to the outside. So that's what? 3 millimetres?
I'd say.
So what we're trying to do is work out, I could use my calculator now to work out the volume of a bean. So 0.3 squared times pi. Could you type that for me? Because I'm going to get covered in bean juice.
Dip your finger
Oh, it's all right. I'm going to get more out in a minute.
You get more beans.
So that way I can then find the volume of the actual tin of beans, which is 3.7 squared times 10.3 squared. Now, I've got a maths degree.
I should have been taking notes, you see.
I can't do 3.7 squared off the top of my head.
Can you?
I can't even remember what you're trying to work out here.
Now,
how many beans
what I'm then
going to
do is work out how many beans should fit in the tin.
Right.
Now, if I'm doing that with students, we then get 8, 9, 10-year-olds covered in beans, getting really excited. And the most important thing is they're enthused about maths. And the fact we need a calculator or we don't is one thing or another, but the fact they're engaged and loving maths, to me, is the main part of what we're trying to achieve.
Are you convinced by that, Jessica?
All those sums you can actually work out without a calculator.
Right.
So
even when you're only 11, 10, 11, can you?
those questions wouldn't appear on the stats paper at that time. But we do have children at Kumon. We do have children
who could
many
do that.
children who can work it. They do algebra, advanced calculus at that age. Now, that's not to say there isn't a place for calculators, and as Jane mentioned, checking method, or if later on in life you want to work out what your tax return amount should be, there might well be a place for calculators. But this is a different point. The point in primary school at the moment about not using calculators for those things is to ensure that we're giving the children the love of maths, the enjoyment of maths. If you're using a calculator at primary school, it's about actually taking away of enjoyment of maths and learning the basics.
And so do they get to count them by hand then? They do,
Absolutely. Totally covered in beans, having a great time doing maths, which is what we all want to achieve.